What is up, everybody? Pete Peterson here with Dream Huge Realty, 419-528-8260, online at dreamhuge.com. Remember the rules. Work hard, never give up, and dream huge. Here with my friend Sonya from First Federal Community Bank, ffcb.com. Thank you for joining us, Sonya. Appreciate that. Hey guys, we are here to talk about free money. Who wants some free money? Right?
Right.
$5,000 free. How about up to $7,500 free? Wow. So super cool there. Free money to buy a home, correct?
Correct.
Yes. So we have free money to buy a home. Now there's stipulations to that. So we're going to get into that, and that's why I got the board out today. So we'll be throwing some numbers at you, but this will help you keep you informed along the way. And again, if you have any questions, check out ffcb.com. And you can get the contacts of all the fine folks at locally owned First Federal Community Bank out of Bucyrus, correct?
Correct.
They also have offices in Crestline and a lending center here in Mansfield, right here in the Marion One buildings. We always want to help folks, buy that home, find that perfect home. And what better way to help them buy a home than to give them free money? $5,000 starting March 1st, correct?
March 1st it starts.
You need to be on it quickly because the funds can actually run out by as soon as the end of March.
It could be a couple weeks or it could be a month or a month and a half.
The funds may not even last an entire month. So, and we talked about timing of this. You want to think about getting the property in contract, getting pre-approved, getting in contract now, folks, right? Because if you wait until March 1st and start to get the ball moving, it's going to be too late at that point. So what you want to think about too is, getting that property in contract. Because you're talking 30 to 60 days, right? You may need an extra 30 days once you apply to actually get approved for the $5,000.
That's correct.
So your sellers need to be aware of that going forward, so you can plan accordingly as far as possession and everything else. So a plan for 60 days and plan to get in contract now, guys, so you can get that $5,000. Who qualifies?
It's all income based. For the areas around here, the income's like $59,120.
Okay, great. So $59,120. And that's per household?
Per household.
Okay.
And you have to have a contract in place. And it's just, like I said, income based. We just submit the contract and current pay stubs for the borrower.
Okay.
And it's first come, first serve. You have to you have to stay in the house for 5 years.
Okay.
Otherwise, you don't have to pay anything back as long as you stay in the house for 5 years.
And what if we sell or have to move out before the 5 years is up?
You might need to pay a portion of that back. It's like prorated, but
Okay. What if the sellers are already paying some of my closing costs?
that's correct. You also, with the Welcome Home Grant, you have to use the $5,000 for closing costs or down payment.
Mm-hmm.
And if the seller, that's perfect, if you can get the seller to pay for the closing costs, but the customer has to bring $500 of their own money to the table.
Great.
So they can purchase a house as low as $500 of their own money.
Excellent point. So the buyer is going to need $500 of their own money as part of the transaction. You could use that even for your earnest money.
That's correct.
Okay, so put that down as your earnest money check and keep that, and that goes towards your purchase at closing, and that satisfies your $500 minimum. And also, back to your point about the closing costs. So if the seller is paying for your closing costs, which is totally fine, you can still have them pay for your closing costs. You can also still get the $5,000. Okay, you can get both. Okay, so you're talking about $10,000, potentially.
That's correct.
If they're paying for 5 of the closing, and then you get an additional 5.
And you do not need to be a first-time home buyer.
Great point. And that's a big misconception with the FHA loans as well. Do not need to be a first-time home buyer. Are there any added incentives for military folks?
You can get up to $7,500 in the military.
Salute. Thank you for your service. $7,500 for military folks. Active duty, retired, honorably discharged, veterans, the whole 9.
And as for loan-wise, any type, it could be conventional, USDA, FHA. We do we offer all those products.
Right.
So with Welcome Home, it's just like I said, it's based on income. They don't care what type of loan that you're doing.
Whatever fits your
Yeah,
your specific needs. Minimum credit score required?
no,
No. But they do have to qualify for the loan?
yes.
So kind of yes.
It
So
does, yes.
what, 600? I mean, can we say a number to be safe? Or
660.
660?
I think 640 with some types. I think it could be as low as 640, but preferably 660.
try and get it up to 640, folks. You know, if you want to get qualified for this.
This is just something that we just get a pool of money from, so it's like first come, first serve. It's just, yeah, it's a good way for some people to get a house and have only $500 of their own money.
Yes. Yep. So to recap, $5,000 up to $7,500 for military members. The household income limit's $59,120. Richland County, Crawford County, Morrow County is about $68,000. Is that correct?
67.
67, I think 120 or something.
Okay. So right in that ballpark. Again, any questions on the particulars and the details, please reach out to ffcb.com. Sonya would be able to help you. Krista, Christy, the whole team over there, but we're just giving you a broad overview so you're at least informed, so you know, hey, I have this available to me. You know, I can use this and I can get this money and help me get this house I've been dreaming of. 5 years, you must live in the home for 5 years. Credit score of 640 to 660, and you are going to have $500 of your own money involved in a transaction. So yes, free money is a good thing. Want $5,000 for free? Call FFCB. Okay, remember that, guys. Sonya, thanks for joining us
Thank you very
today.
much.
Pete Peterson with Dream Huge Realty.
It's 419-562-7055.
Very good, and work hard. Never give up, and dream huge. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you.
Thank you.